The yarn we use is from Susan's family, and we'll crochet with a 3.5mm hook. First, we crochet the pixel fabric piece, and set it aside for later use. The crocheting method for the pixel fabric piece is simple: work back and forth in single crochets, and change colors according to the image where needed. Now let's explain the main method. We start by chaining 17. Chain 17, then work back from the second chain. Crochet 16 single crochets. After completing 16 single crochets, chain 1. Continue with the second row, which is also red. The third row is also red. The third row is green, so we need to switch colors. Leave the last single crochet incomplete, then switch colors. Switch to color 2, green. Chain 1 as the beginning chain, then turn over and continue crocheting. The next row is green, and while crocheting, weave in the yarn tail. Also weave in the red yarn tail. Crochet 1 green, then move on to the next stitch. Complete the green row. The next row alternates white and red, using white yarn. Chain 1 as the beginning chain, then turn over, and weave in all the yarn tails. Turn to the back to weave in the yarn tails. 2 white, 1 red, 1 white, 1 red, then 6 white, 1 red, 1 white, 1 red, 2 white alternately. 2 white. Now lay down the white yarn and switch to red yarn. 1 white. Switch to white yarn. Start crocheting. Weave in the yarn tails that are currently on the hook. When crocheting, tuck them inside as you work. Finish weaving in the ends. The next stitch is red. 1 red, then 6 white, continue switching. 6 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, then red, which will be used later at the back, so we can cut it off now. Red. Then white. Finish crocheting white, then switch to red. The last two are white. This is switching colors. From now on, keep repeating this method for color changes. Starting 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, we begin crocheting the 6th row. When crocheting the 6th row, we turn over again. After turning over, continue crocheting incomplete white stitches, then switch to red yarn. Because at this moment the side facing us is the wrong side, so we need to place the white yarn. We just switched from here, hanging in front, then replace with red yarn. Complete the color change, then weave in the white yarn. When on the wrong side, weave in the yarn to be hidden in front. Red, then 3 whites, similarly hang the red yarn in front. Switch to white yarn. 1, 2. The red yarn is hidden inside. 3 whites, then 1. Switch colors. 1. Red. Then cross over. Switch to white. Use the same method to switch colors. 2 reds. 1 white. 1 red. 3 whites. Then red. The last one is white. White. Since the next row starts with red, we'll replace it with red for the chain. 1 slip stitch in red, then turn over. After turning over, the right side is facing us, so we hide the yarn at the back. The first stitch is red, and the white yarn is hidden inside. Then red, 1 red, 2 whites, 1 red, 2 whites in crossing replacement. 1 red. At this point, since the right side is facing us, there's no need to bring the yarn to the front, just lay it down normally. Then we switch to white yarn. 2 whites. Then continue with 1 red. Follow this pattern from now on. 1 red. Red, then proceed to the next row using the same method. Switch colors method, keep crocheting until the 16th row. Complete the red part, finish the last row of red. Then we continue with chain and turn over. Turn over and crochet. 1 round of red, work around, single crochets on all 4 sides. Work a single crochet, a chain, and another single crochet in the last stitch. Then we work another round around it. Work 2 single crochets at each corner position. then join these. Pull tight. It gives a feral feel. This is a pixel pattern, where green and white alternate. First work 17 chains with green in. Work 16 chain stitches, then switch. Use white for the 17th chain. Work 3 white single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then switch to green. 1, 2 green, then switch to 6 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 2 green. These 3 white. Chain and turn. 2 white, 1 green, then switch like this. Second row. Insert green yarn. 2 white. Since this is the wrong side, we move these white yarns to this side. Then switch and work. 1 green, then switch and work. 2 white. Switch to green. Then 4 white. One green. 2 white. One green. 2 white. Then begin. Third row using the same method, work all the way up to the top. After completing the 16th row, use green to single crochet the edging for 1 round. Work at the foot position. Single crochet. Then hide the yarn tail while crocheting. A pixel chart is the same as well. Start with color 17 chains using green yarn, work 16 single crochets in the second chain from hook. The arrow means after completing, join with a slip stitch diagonally using red yarn. First make a slip knot. Start with color 17 chains in green. 17 chains to be worked back later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 green, 2 white, 7 green. Switch to 2 white. Then these 7 green. Work the second row. 4 chains as turning chain, turn. After turning, the second row is 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 green, 4 white, 6 green. White. The fifth row needs to insert red. One red. Switch to white. This white, switch to red. Below are 3 white. Since there's no more red after this, we leave it loose. No need to weave in ends, just leave it loose below. Normally place below and work 3 white. While crocheting, keep the red yarn aside. Use it when returning. This red is the yarn tail. 3 white, 3 green. Then the sixth row is 2 green. Turn. Cut the yarn. Weave in ends. 2 green. 5 white. Then start switching to red. When there are 2 reds, use the red, bright red. Press these 2 yarns over. Change direction. Then loosen the red yarn and wrap around to switch to white. 5 white. Hide the red yarn. Then loosen. 5 white. Those are 2 green. 5 white, then 2 green. Below seems to be 1 green, 3 white, then red, and keep replacing like this. In row 8, 90 and 10 don't need green, so we can leave a bit of yarn tail, and cut it off. Switch to white yarn. 5 white. Then 2 red. Insert yellow. 2 yellow. Two red. 2 yellow. 2 red. Back. 2 red. 5 white. Turn. 5 white. Switch to yellow. Then cut the yarn. After completing 16 rows, similarly make a few chain stitches, and work a round of single crochet. After finishing, use red yarn to symmetrically slip stitch the corners. When inserting, use the yarn on the wrong side. Pull through and slip stitch. In the middle, also work a 3D flower with red yarn. Around this round, tuck the yarn tail in. Then work again. Chain 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 chains. Work 12 chains, work a round. Crochet hook, wrap it in. Find a spot to pull it through. Then take this chain yarn. Pull it out and slip stitch. Continue crocheting. 12 chains. Then continue to find a spot, insert here. Then pull it through. Slip stitch. Continue to crochet 12 chains. Keep repeating until the small petals are fully covered. Approximately 12 to 13 petals. Last slip stitch. Chain to finish. Cut the yarn. Pull out this yarn tail. Tighten and pull out the previous yarn tail. You can tie a knot. Weave in the ends. When weaving in the ends, be mindful not to pierce through the top layer, as it will show more and look messy. Crochet a square fabric piece by making 17 chain stitches. Work 16 single crochets into the second chain from the hook. Chain 1, turn over. After completing the last stitch, chain 1, turn over with the beginning chain, and continue crocheting the third row until the 16th row. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. Complete the 16th row. Turn over and work a round of single crochets around the square fabric piece. Next, use white and red yarn to slip stitch with the crochet hook. You can choose the stripe positions freely. Bring the crochet hook over the back yarn. Hook out to make a slip stitch. Color 1. Use the same method to begin. Now crochet the bow. Crochet the bow with color 2. Chain 62. Work into the second to last stitch. Crochet 60 single crochets. After completing, 1 stitch remains, work 3 single crochets into the last stitch. That is, work a W in the last stitch. 2 single crochets in 1 stitch for 3 stitches. Hide the yarn underneath. 3 single crochets. Then turn back. And continue crocheting single crochets into the stitches on the other half. Crochet 59 single crochets. After completing, work an increase into the last remaining stitch. Half finish the second single crochet, then switch colors. Switch to color 1 for the edging. Join yarn. Join. Join with a slip stitch. Make a beginning chain. Then continue in the first stitch, the same stitch where we just joined. Make a single crochet, then chain 1. Similarly, skip 1 stitch below and work a single crochet in the adjacent stitch. Hide the yarn tail inside. Work a single crochet. Continue with a chain stitch, and skip 1 stitch below at the corresponding position. Work another single crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch below, and work a single crochet in the adjacent stitch. Repeat this sequence until the end. Shape it into a bow and secure it with color 1 yarn. Cut a piece of yarn 50 to 60 centimeters long. Use a sewing needle to secure the bow with 2 stitches first. Then pinch the remaining yarn tightly. Wrap while adjusting the position. Tie a knot at the back. Leave some yarn tail during the wrapping process since it needs to be sewn onto our fabric piece. First secure it slightly to check the position before proceeding with sewing. Only sew the inner layer, not the outer layer. When doing this, follow the previous yarn tail with the color 1 yarn. So the pattern looks neat and not messy. For this holly fabric piece, we'll first crochet the bottom square piece. Then crochet the holly leaves and berries on top. After completing, sew them on, and use color 2 yarn. Cast on the adjustable magic ring. Chain 3. Then make a double crochet, wrapping the yarn around the hook once. 3 double crochets. 1. Continue. 2. Crochet another 1. 3 double crochets, this chain counts as a stitch. Here, this chain stitch is counted as a stitch. Next is 3. chains. Make a corner. Then 4 double crochets. Chain 3. 4 double crochets. Chain 3. 4 double crochets. 4 double crochets. Chain 3. The second round is chain 3, then work a double crochet into each double crochet at the corner position. Work 2 double crochets, chain 3, then continue working 2 double crochets, and chain stitch connection into this chain. Work chain 3. Tighten the yarn. Hide the yarn underneath while crocheting, then continue double crochets into each V of every double crochet. Make a double crochet. Corresponding stitches work double crochets one by one. Finish by working 2 double crochets into the chain stitch hole. Then chain 3 to continue forming the corner. Continue working 2 double crochets into this hole for the corner. Next, work double crochets into the corresponding stitches one by one, 4 double crochets. Work 2 double crochets into the corner formed by the chain stitch. Chain 3 to form the corner, then work 2 double crochets. Proceed to the third round. Same joining method. Work chain 3. Continue working double crochets into the corresponding stitches. Work 2 double crochets at the outer corner, chain 3, then 2 more double crochets. Then work double crochets gradually. Fourth round, switch to color 1, and work single crochets. Don't finish the last double crochet, switch to color 1 and work a round of single crochets. Don't weave in the color 2 yarn yet since we'll continue with color 2 in the next round. Weave in the color 1 yarn inside. Work single crochets into each stitch in sequence. Work 2 single crochets at the final corner. Chain 2. Then work 2 more single crochets. Work single crochets correspondingly. Use the same technique. Work a round to finish. The last single crochet. Switch colors. Leave the single crochet unfinished, then switch to color 2. The final round is also worked in single crochets with color 2. Color 1 is now placed underneath. Make a chain stitch. As a slip stitch, make a chain stitch, then continue working single crochets. Weave in color 1 underneath. Leave a small yarn tail, leave a bit of color 1, cut color 1 to finish. We work a round of color 2. Work single crochets correspondingly. At the corner, we work 1 single crochet, 1 chain stitch, then this row is completed. This chain stitch forms the corner, then start the next side. Work another single crochet in the same corner space, then continue working single crochets correspondingly. Crochet the holly leaves and berries on top. The berries are. Also start with an adjustable magic ring. Then work 2 rounds. The first round is 5 single crochets. Pull tight. Join. Make a slip stitch. Then make 1 chain stitch for the turning chain. Continue working the second round with 5 single crochets evenly. While crocheting, the fabric piece will curve and become oval shaped. We don't need to turn it over. Remember to hide the yarn tails inside. One single crochet, then join. Slip stitch. Turning chain. Don't leave the yarn tail too long, then cut the yarn. Pull tight, this is the inside part, so no need to turn over. Yes, then hide the yarn tail inside. Make 2 more using the same technique, then crochet holly leaves. For holly leaves, we start with 12 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. 12 chain stitches. Later we'll work a single crochet in the second to last stitch. 1 single crochet. 1 half double crochet. 1 half double crochet, then a double crochet. On top of the double crochet is a picket made with 2 chains. 1 half double crochet. Then 1 double crochet. Work 2 chain stitches on top of the double crochet. Then work here. Pick up the top 2 strands and work a slip stitch. Complete the picket, then continue with 1 half double crochet. Work another single crochet. Then a half double crochet. For the half double crochet, pull out 3 strands together. Next is a double crochet. For the double crochet, pull out the first 2 strands first. Then there are 2 strands on the hook. Pull the yarn through to complete the double crochet, then work another double crochet. On top of this double crochet, make a picket with 2 chain stitches as well. Pick up the top 2 strands and make a slip stitch. Work a double crochet. Half double crochet. Pull out all 3 strands on the hook at once. The last one is a single crochet. Work 3 single crochets in the last stitch. Complete 1 single crochet, then work another single crochet, and on this single crochet we'll make a picket with 2 chain stitches, 1, 2. Then pick up the outer 2 strands to make a slip stitch, work a picket, and continue working another single crochet in the same stitch. Remember to hide the trailing yarn inside. This way, the other half will be symmetrical. Work a half double crochet. Double crochet. Then a double crochet picket. 2 chain stitches for the picket. Continue with double crochet. Work another half double crochet. Single crochet. Half double crochet. Double crochet. Make a picket. Make a picket. Half double crochet. Work another single crochet in the last stitch, then join with the first stitch using a slip stitch, chain and fasten off the yarn. Don't leave the first holly leaf yarn too long, hide it inside. This length is enough to cut off. Hide it slightly since we'll sew it later. Crochet 2 holly leaves using the same method, and leave the yarn longer for the second holly leaf. Place the holly leaves and berries on our square-shaped paper. There are connections here that might not look nice for some kids, so we can cover them with our central part. Then, when sewing, follow along this connection area. There's also a thread on the wrong side.